my name is Filipa and welcome to a new YouTube video. So at this point I should commission my opponents that defeat me because they give me the best inspirations to recreate decks and play these kind of decks. So before I get started, let me thank you to my patrons and also to Ultimate Guard. Today I have a special deck for you. It's a Dragon Extra Turn Jeskai deck, and I actually got defeated a couple of times by this deck, and then I was on the reader zone scrolling trying to find new decks to showcase here on the YouTube, and I found this one. I was like, I got beat up by this deck before, so let's give it a spin. And actually it's so much fun. It is a bit tricky to play because it has a lot of decisions to make. I definitely did a lot of misplays, so please be kind. Even when I misplay, I recognize, okay, we are not perfect, we try our best. So the idea of this deck, there's two ideas actually. There's two ideas to cheat big spells into do crazy stuff. So the first idea is you need artifacts, right? Okay, so you need like the treasure tokens, because the idea is that you discard Magma Opus on turn 2 to create a treasure token, and you can also create a treasure token with Prismari Command, because there's one option that is target player creates a treasure tokens. And there's two ways you can optimize this. First of all is if you have your Magma Opus on your grave, you can cast Mythic's Mastery for 4 mana, you can exile target card. That's an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, copy it, and you may cast a copy without paying its mana cost. So basically you get a card for free from your grave to cast if it's an instant or sorcery. It has Overload 8, and Overload means if you pay 8 mana, you can actually do that with every instant and sorcery in your grave, which it's insane. So the idea is that, imagine that on turn 2, on your opponent's turn, because this is instant, you discard to create a treasure token. Now you have 3 mana on turn 4. On turn 3, you play your third land, you have the token, so you have 4 mana, you cast Mythic's Mastery, and you can get from your grave Magma Opus, which is an 8 mana card on turn 3, so that is with only 2 cards, right? Because this one is the one that is giving you the extra mana. That is pretty sweet to me, and this is going to deal 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of targets. You create a 4/4 and you draw 2 cards, like the 2 cards that you spent to cast this spell, yeah, you draw 2 more. So all on turn 3, this is insane. And the other idea is from your tokens to play Velomaco's Lore Hold. And how do you do that? So this card, the Indimensional Creativity, is X3 red. Destroy X artifacts and or creatures. For each permanent destroyed this way, its controller reveal cards from the top of their library until an artifact or creature card is revealed this way. Those players put the exiled cards on the battlefield, then shuffle. So basically what this does is for 4 mana you destroy an artifact, so you need 4 mana plus the artifact. So usually it's a treasure token. It can also be a creature, so it can also be a creature formed from this land. This land basically gives you a 1/1 dwarf if you control at least other 3 mountains, and you spend those 4 mana and go get the only creature that you have in your deck, which is the dragon. And dragon has flying, vigilance, and ace, so you can attack with it right away. And whenever these attacks look at the top 7 cards of your library, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value less than or equal to this power from among them without playing this mana cost. Put the rest of the bottom of your library in any order. So you have a lot of sweet spells. You have Memory Lapse, you have Prismari Command, you have Anger of Gods if your opponent has a full board of small minions, but the idea is to get Time Warp. Time Warp gives you an extra turn. So the idea is to do that, and then maybe you get a Mythic's Mastery and can get this again from the grave, so you can get 1 more extra turn, and the idea is to get extra turns and have a 5/5 flyer, vigilance attacking until your opponent is dead. So that's the main idea. The deck is running 4 Brainstorms, 2 Faithless Looting, all to help you get the combo pieces. 4 Memory Lapse, 2 Anger of the Gods, 1 Sweltering Suns. Those deal 3 damage to all board. The Anger of the Gods Exiled, which is good against a lot of things, especially Phoenix decks. And the Sweltering Suns doesn't exile, but you can cycle for 3. So if your opponent is not playing a creature deck, you can always cycle this and get another card. You have 4 Prismari Command. This card is amazing. You choose 2, you can deal 2 damage to any target. target player draws 2 cards, then discards 2 cards. Once again, these cards works wonder if they have Narset, because you can make them draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. But since they cannot draw because of Narset, they only discard 2 cards. Target player creates a treasure tokens, destroy target artifact. You can actually use these to discard your, for example, your Magma Opus if you have a Mythic Mastery in hand. A lot of cool things that you can do. Then we have the Indomitable Creativity. We already explained that one. You can also use it if an opponent is threatening lethal and they have a big creature. You can use it. That way your opponent is going to get another creature, and maybe it's a smaller one and you don't die. So just for you to know. We are also running the 4 Mythic Mastery. We are running 4 Time Warps, 3 of the Velo Mashuz Lordhold, and 4 Magma Opus. Lands, we are running the 4 Dwarven Mines, which is the card that I was talking about with you, that enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 3 or more other mountains. Whenever this enters the battlefield untapped, you create a 1/1 dwarf creature. So that's pretty good with the Indomitable Creativity if you don't have artifact to spare. Also, another one that is important to mention is the Rugged Tryon. It's the only card that gives you white. You only need white for the Lore Ode. You might need to art cast it. You also have other options, because usually the treasure tokens, they give you any color, so they will help you cast the dragon if you need so. Sideboard, we are running Ethergust, Mythical Dispute, Anger of the God, Chandra Awakening Inferno, Perilous Voyage, which is a 2 mana, return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hands. If its mana value was 2 or less, it's cry 2. That's pretty good. We are running Mystical Dispute, more of those. We are running one of Ox of Agonas. It's very good against rogues. But keep in mind one thing, because as you are going to see in my games, I learned this the hard way. If you put Ox of Agonas, you have 1 more creatures, which means your Mythic Mastery can actually get the Ox instead of the dragon. Yeah, keep that in mind. And we are running 3 Shark Typhoons. Shark Typhoons. Can I speak? This is the deck. Before I start on the games, let me just tell you that I'm going to start a new series next week where I'm going to create a brand new MTG Arena account, and I'm going to try to get from bronze to mythic without spending any money, so free to play. I'll show what decks I'm playing, what is my win percentage rate with each deck, what am I crafting, how am I managing my economy system on Arena. And yeah, it's going to be an experience, so if you want to see that, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Let's get into these games. I think we have to move. It's a bit slow. I mean, it's true that like a lot of tap plans definitely doesn't help, so unfortunately I have to move. This is better. The dragon is going because we actually don't need the dragon in our hand. We need it in that. Ooh, okay, so the question is this... okay, I mean 2 phoenixes. That's quite... Oof, okay. That's scary, I'm not going to lie. Okay, I'm going to believe that I'm going to find another land here. Because I kind of want all these cards. One top, I don't like that. Okay, we found the land, that's pretty good. If you cast, it's cast. It doesn't need to resolve, it's cast, so... I mean, they only have 1, so I'm not going to memory lapse that. Oh, they have looting too. I should have. That's on me. Well, that is on me. I should have memory lapsed that. Oh my god, that was a punt. I saw it there. I didn't realize and all. I hope they don't have a memory lapse here, but... was so bad. I really should have. If I'd come to that, I would be so much better off. Okay, so the problem is that they can. Okay. The problem here is that they can block my dragon now, unless I find something, but they have to do it anyway, unfortunately. That we are out of lands and the phoenixes can't come back, as you guys know, so... Oh no, there it is, first spell. I can already imagine myself taking 6 more damage. Okay, like, I'm just hoping that they don't hit the third spell. There was a big pump there of me not memory lapsing because I didn't see the Fateless looting because it wasn't on the other side. So I didn't realize, I forgot about it. I thought they only had up, so I was like, yeah, of course, it's not going to activate. And then I was like, the looting! Yay! Okay, so I'm very much almost dead now. 9 plus 6, I'm at 2. They have a shot, I'm dead. Pillar of Flame. Pillar of Flame is such a good card. Yes, please. That was the top deck. That was, now I have this. That was a top deck because they cannot even get it back. I have to do this, unfortunately, otherwise I'm dead. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Exactly. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, to be honest. What can a person do? Anger of Gods is better than I thought, but the Sun is not. Gust might be necessary. Dispute seems good. Also, I think Shark Typhoon is okay. Yeah, maybe Gust only one. Maybe I could take some of the Brainstorms. Let me take maybe one, not two, one of the lootings. Let's take one of the disputes, because a lot of the things they have are red, to be honest, so let's just leave one dispute up. And let's take one lapse and try to be... Actually, let's take one anger and leave the memory lapse, because the anger of the gods is, if they already have the phoenix in the board, so... Pretty unlucky that they had the phoenix in hand there. There's hope here, there's hope. Because of my tapped lands, unfortunately. So they have Opt or Brainstorm. Let's get this mountain rolling. It's Opt. Okay. So now I can lapse, or if they don't do anything, I just cycle Goku's. I mean, I'll let that happen, that doesn't really I'm going to let it resolve because I can kill it with magma pools and still get a ton of value drawing 2 cards and making a 4/4. So I think it's the correct thing to do here. So here we're going to use a land. Okay, I have to get red because I only have 1 island there. So now I want to do the knees, trickeries, get to magma pools. I'm gonna deal 4 damage, 3 damage, okay. So the idea is that we deal 3 damage to the entity and 1 damage face. We tap 2 permanents, it doesn't really matter here. I have to do it sorcery speed because it's from Mythic. I never know how to say the name, but yeah. And now we make a 4/4 and we have to start okay, and we have, that is actually great, but I'm not going to use it because I think I might wanna start time warping. Oh no, that's bad. Oh, that's a bad sign. Okay, that's good. They have 1 more spell, don't they? So at least 2 phoenixes are here. Okay, 2 phoenixes, let's go. Oh, that's for them. Let me see if I can get around. I was thinking, like, do I play the live or not? And I decided I do. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Magma pools is more. Oh, I could have done the dragon. I'm so dumb. I could have won. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I'm going to keep 2 memory lapses. I could have played the dragon and probably win, but let's not talk about. No, and actually win. It's not probably because they are at 5. You're at the pad. Yeah. That deals 5 damage. Damn, that was pretty bad. I was not expecting that. It's blocked, so that is a good news. I was not expecting that actually. Okay, so I think they're going to try to get the dragons back. Yeah. They only have the only is. They also need to be careful on how they attack. So there's that was gold. I guess they had to risk it to try to beat, right? I mean, if that's the dispute, I have 3 mana, so I also have laps. Shark Typhoon seems good, actually. Just take 1 Brainstorm. I mean, they all seem pretty good against them. I don't know, like... I don't know. I just want to get my dragon to get the extra turns. I did it so many times, but now I was a bit slow. Okay, I have to move. I can keep this. Actually, that one I can cycle. So I want to do a mountain and maybe a steam vents because I don't want to pay the cost. Okay, that's fine. So next time I can root again. There's options.
So many. I have just the trick for
I
this.
was not expecting that. Okay, I was not expecting that at all. So I can cycle this Tryon or lapse depending. Kind of need this. Kind of need I kind of need to get this magma boost from my grave, I guess. I have to go. They kept one mana, which really scares me. I don't have a way. This whole thing is only going to make me discard. That Narset is really messing up with me. Still have memory lapse, but this is on the cast. That's it. They don't even need to activate that Narset. But I probably need. That Dart Tepe is going to kill me fast if I don't find an answer. Narset is actually a very good card to have on side. I never saw it play on the Phoenix decks, but it makes a lot of sense. That's a lot of Phoenixes. Trying to think how can I not die, and I can't because Narset really got me. I can give 2 damage to Narset, but that's it. I cannot kill it, I cannot kill the board. All of those flies, so it's yours, opponent, it's yours. Good game. Oh, this is perfect. Now this is a hand, you know? Now this is what I'm talking about. Where all were these hands before, you know? This is the mirror. It's pretty dangerous, but I guess maybe it's again the Phoenix deck. Rough decision. Too tough. this one stays forever, you know? We can all do the creativity on our 4/4 as well if needed. Oh, that's only a one. Like, I am always used to this card to being so much bigger. Sacrifice our small creature here. Time wrap, easy. They cannot kill it, they only have 4 damage. Extra turn again. Here we go again. They keep coming! Oh, they didn't let me do it more times. Okay, okay. They are playing what it appears to be. I don't know. I kind of got underwhelmed with the Wrath of the Anger of Gods. It is good, but like how good? It does get rid of the phoenixes. Track Typhoon seems good. Could take maybe one brainstorm. Let's try like this. Okay, I can keep this. I need a land, but that's it. But I do have Faithless Keeping, so... Okay. We have 3 lands now, but like they all enter top, so that's a bit problematic, but maybe we'll find a Social Falls or a Steam Vans top deck, that would be great. Or even an island. Okay, so that's not happening, so let me get island here. We just wait on what they do now, I think. So if they just replay it, I'm okay with that. We can Prismari command. Ooh, I like that though. Okay, let's do that. I would do the creativity, but I think they have something. So I kind of don't want to. I want them to tap out. They eventually have to tap out, so when they do, we'll be here. We'll be here. Can I memory lapse plus? No, I can't. I have to pay 4, then I have to sack this. If I get a mana, I can actually. If I get a land and tap land, I can. Okay, we keep our memory lapse open. They wanna kill my dragon? I was like, do they have something else? I mean, easy. Here I go again. We already have another one. I'm so sorry, opponent. Like I can get my extra turns from that. Like I have at least 2 more extra turns. Oh no, they keep coming! Yay! This deck is so much fun. I mean, I swear I feel bad for my opponents because when this deck pops off, the opponent just is like, okay, I cannot do anything else. Okay. I can... Yeah, this is great. I can retake this. I have the masteries. Oh no! Okay. At least they cannot take my biggest pieces. You have options, opponents. I respect that decision. Ooh, is it rogues? Oh no, I don't want rogues. It works. If it's rogues. If that's rogues. I need a land. It really hurts me. Right? I think I have to choose one of this. Maybe this one, actually. Because... it hurts, but it has to be like this. The thing is that I know they are going to keep Nana up always for some kind of negate or something. I can try to keep that with Prismatic Command, so that's good. Is pretty damn annoying, but not much I can do. They now have 9 cards. 9. Ouch. They'll definitely try to counter this. But I have to start trying to do something, you know? Memory lapse is not the worst. It gives me hope at least. Because next time I can do that, and even if they counter, I can do the Anger of Gods. Okay. They didn't play anything, like the 2-3 or anything. Oh forgot that part. Totally forgot that part. No bueno. Please don't counter it. Okay. Bye bye. I always forget that it gets healed because of that. But I don't want to use my anger only on that, you know. I want them to commit and then go from there. Okay, that's it. Now they start committing. If they play a top thief, that would be great. 5 cards, okay, one at a time. We deal with them. Okay. Oh no, all my good cards are going to the grave. Oh, that's up! So I have 4 cards. I wish it was 4 lands. Okay, 3 lands maybe? I'm done. They are going to make me exile that. Okay, so what do I need? Good question. Anger of Gods didn't seem great. Maybe 2 is good. Okay, Ox is necessary. Mystical Dispute is important. Like Fateless Looting and Brainstorm are bad because I have no way to control. They just keep milling me. I guess it seems okay. I wish I have an untapped land, so I can Magmal Boost and play the untapped land. I have the creativity to... Maybe Shark Typhoon wouldn't be bad. Taking the damage I don't like, but I have to. That's a good one in the grave. Hopefully they don't ask me to that. To do that actually. I was like, what? I don't have... I do have the Opus in the... Oh my god, I think that I think... Like, do they have... Even if they counter, the counter is probably memory lapse, right? Even if they counter, the counter is probably memory lapse, so then I just play Fable... but then they get it in the grave. But I have to try it, right? Like, I cannot, like, just... Because it's not running long. That's bad. They had the lapse. Damn it! They had the lapse. They paid. They paid. But for what? Relapse is nice for sure. That is a lot of damage. Okay, so I'm thinking there's any draw that gets me out of the situation, and actually there's two. There's that plant that makes a 1/1 because then I can use the Indumation of Creativity and keep a Memory Lapse. Okay, that's fine. Because I have to use 4 and sacrifice that. Otherwise it fizzles. So I need one more mana basically. I'm just basing off the if I don't die, I'm okay with that. I need a land that doesn't shock me. Can they have dispute? Do you think they have dispute? I think they have dispute. Oh no, I cannot believe that happened. Is that dispute? I mean, if it's dispute, it doesn't exist anyway, I guess. Why did I put an Ox on my deck? RIP! Why did I put an Ox on my deck? I forgot! Oh no, I forgot. That's a good way to start. Please don't make me play again. A deck that has blue again. I cannot get rid of the blues today. I don't know what it is. I just cannot get rid of it. It won't happen. That's the truth. It won't happen. Are they copying me? problem, but at the same time I can Anger of God. But I'm not going to do it now, I'm going to wait. I'm going to be a bit greedy, see if they find some phoenixes. Ooh, that's perfect actually. Next turn I can Misery's Mastery. Duration is okay. It's a good card, I like it. Maybe you could play it in this deck. It is a good card. So I'm taking 6 plus 6, 12, 14. Yeah, they take 14, but then so that's okay. I could Misery's Mastery actually, but I think this is better. Be safe now. I can just go for the dragon, honestly. Oh no, do they have the one that deals 5 damage if they discard something? Oh, they do. Because they discard the shock. Top. So just in case they have any sort of spell, I'm going to give 4 damage here because I have powers. No, that's not hard. Okay, let me keep the counter, so that's important. The next one I keep this. No. These gets too stupid. I don't know if they have a way to delete my dragon or not. It's actually not great. No, they just conceded. Damn it. Okay, sideboard. Okay, we don't want this. The Anger of the Gods is good, but not the other one that doesn't exile. Okay, so what else? What else have we been doing? Shark Typhoon actually has been okay, and Gust is okay. Maybe a couple disputes can be good. One dispute. I don't like looting a lot or brainstorm against them, so let's try this and see what happens. Okay, let's think. I don't think we can keep... I mean... We do... It's good, just the lands enter tap, but if we get an untapped land, it gets very good, because we do have the plus that we can discard. We have the Anger of the Gods to deal with the Phoenixes, we have the creativity, we have Gust to gain Inspire. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it, and let's hope we get an untapped land. Oh, that was the worst one. Literally the worst draw. I hate this, but it has to be. I need to start ramping. Or even gusting. I might need to gust the dragon. Because they're going to want to do the spells now, right? The good thing is that the Gust can deal with something that is already on the board. Since it is red, I can Gust this. I can just do a bit of the waiting game. They're the ones that wanna roll that. Let's hope they don't find any looting. Oh, it's so good. I do have the anger. That was very bad. Just the lack of land. And now I need to gust that. It's getting too crazy. So I think it's clear that they have something. I needed the land, right? Not happening. I needed to do that, but I needed one more mana. And now that he no longer kills me, maybe I should have used my Gust earlier. Maybe I was a bit greedy. Yeah, I can keep this. Easy keep. I like them all. It's tricky because I like them all, but I guess it has to be like that. I kind of need the lands. Maybe I won't need the lapse, but maybe I will need it. They're also keeping the gate or something. You can play that again. Here I can memory lapse plus opus. That's pretty good. Or just opus overall and keep the memory lapse for the creativity when I can play it. I just used the Prismatic Command here. X-Men I have to make sure that my Illuminational doesn't get countered. Okay, they're not playing that, that's pretty obvious. Ooh, they have a tap banana, that actually changed the game. I guess the problem is if they have another one that they just exile. They don't, great. They should have kept it in end then, instead of putting an exile. Could be a better one, but it's pretty good. That way I keep a lapse up. Okay, I think we are in a pretty good spot because they're the ones that have to deal with my creature now, and I do have a memory lapse up, so... They only have max 4 mana available, so that's like... not every resource, I would say. The only card that I think that kills my dragon is the one that they decided not to use. They have 8 cards, they are going to discard 2. The Phoenix is rough, not going to lie. If they attack, I take it, just in case they have Shock or a Pillar of Flame. That's perfect. Anger of Gods might also kill my dragon. If it's a shot. So it's not a shot. Probably it's a brainstorm. Got him! Okay, I mean 2-2. 50%. I did misplay a bit, so maybe it could have been a better one, but it was pretty fun. I hope you enjoyed it. A new series starts next week where I go in a new account from bronze to mythic, or at least I try to, free to play without spending a single cent. So stay tuned for that. Leave the like, comment, help the channel grow and the engaging going. Thank you so much for all the kind comments that I've been getting, and as always, I see you in the next one. Bye bye.